ask your executives what the risks of AI are, and you're probably gonna hear three responses: biases, hallucination, or privacy. These are all real, but the real risk that should keep everybody awake at night is something different. It's something hidden. It's something that people don't even talk about. I've been advising so many executives across the globe in their AI strategy, governance, and execution plans. And I found that a lot of executives don't even know what the real risk of AI is. So in this video, I'll share with you what that risk is and give you a question that you can use to detect that risk and eliminate it across your organization. Let's dive in. If you're in the leadership position in your organization and responsible for AI, you're probably thinking, are we protected? This question is a very important question because most of the leaders have a set of AI risks, and you probably know those risks and protected your organization against them. That's great. But often the things that has consequences is the risk that you don't know about and the gap that exists between what you know and what you don't know. So in this video, we're gonna talk about what that gap is, and we're gonna help you to close that gap in your organization. Are you ready? Let's go. When most leaders think about AI risks, they think about biases. You probably heard about the Amazon story in which they created this recommendation engine for recruitment, and that engine was proposing more male candidates than female because the data set that it was trained on perhaps had more male candidates. These risks of AI is real because they can scale and because people can rely on. So as a leader in your organization, you need to think about what are the biases that exist in your AI tools that you're bringing to your company and how to eliminate that. Another risk is shadow AI, when people in your organization use AI tools without permission. Those tools perhaps are not vetted, and maybe people put company data on those tools and that goes outside of your organization. Or another risk is the strategic atrophy, when people dedicate their thinking to AI, and over time, this becomes really dangerous for your organization. These are real risks, and you got to have policies, training, and mechanism in place to avoid this. But the risk that I see and almost no one puts on any agenda is none of these. If you like a framework like this, the one that you can use with your leadership team right away, hit the subscribe button, and I'll post more videos like this here. I want to share with you something that is the main message of this video, and that is the biggest risk of AI is not biases, it's not hallucination, it's not shadow AI, it's AI's power to divide us. And I learned this in a very hard way. I can share with you a story where during pandemic, I was going to social media and I started seeing people are moving to Texas. I saw one video and I clicked on that and I went through it, and the next video showed up and the next one. And all of a sudden, all my news feed became people from California, this is where I live, are moving to Texas. It was as if everybody was moving to Texas. So we went there, we saw how crazy the real estate market is, and there was a snowstorm that hit Texas. Nothing happened, we're safely back home. But I was thinking in my way back that this wasn't a trend, this was a bubble that AI created around me. All my feeds, all my media, social media, all the news outlets, I was in a bubble that created by AI, and I thought that word is true. So this is the real risk that we should be aware of, because on the surface, and the reason nobody's talking about it is that it doesn't look like a risk, it looks like an engagement. But underneath, you realize that this is a big race. And we need to start bursting those bubbles. So here's what I want you to sit with. Underneath of every AI system, there is a hidden goal that these AI systems are designed for, and they're optimizing for that goal. So the question that you ask as a leader when you're evaluating and bringing this AI solution to your organization is not whether this tool is smart or can it do what I want to do, but what is it optimizing for? And is that aligned with your values and your goals in your organization? Because if what you're looking for and what the system optimizing for are not aligned, we'll have alignment problem. And this is the biggest risk of any AI system. These systems are really good at finding what sets you off and what gives you pleasure and start feeding you the things that keeps you on their platforms. Neuroscientists found that heavy social media use is triggering the same neurocircuitry that associated with substance abuse, the same dopamine triggered on purpose. Imagine the use of social media in the society level or in your organizational level. This could be huge for your organization. Another example of the alignment problem and forming bubbles at the country level is Myanmar. And back in 2016 and 17, as the country became more online, people used Facebook and social media more. And these social platforms started feeding what people like and also showing something that people got a little bit agitated from. And two big bubbles started to form in the country, and that leads to a civil war in 2016 and 17. United States fact-finding relates that civil war into using a social media platform and the AI algorithms. So the reason I'm sharing this is because these algorithms weren't neutral pipes. They were feeding people the information to keep them on their platform. And that's exactly what the alignment problem is when the goal of the AI algorithm and AI solution does not match with the goal of the people who are using it. So one question that you need to have in mind is that what is this algorithm optimizing for? The same logic that drives this social media algorithm now could be in your organization today. A manufacturer that uses an AI tool for maximizing the output could burn the people on the floor. A service firm that uses AI to get easy answer perhaps misses a bigger point of having the right solution for their clients. So beside the known risks that exist in the industry, such as shadow AI and AI biases and privacy and all of those, you also need to be thinking about the bigger risk, which is what does this AI solution optimize to do? What are the values that you have, and if those values are aligned with this AI solution? So the real governance is not just to create a policy and educate people around it. It's asking this very important question. What is the goal of that AI system that you're using? And if that is in line with your values and your organizational values. So that's the question. If you don't ask this question for every AI system that you're using in your daily life or in your organization, the AI system will control you. But by asking this question and finding the answer, you will control them. Now you know what the board is misses. The risk is not about just hallucination, AI policy, shadow AI. Those are risks. But the real risk is bringing AI solution in your organization that are designed to optimize for a goal that is different than your values and is different than your goal. Knowing this is the first move. But the second move is understanding where your organization stands with regards to AI. So I created an AI readiness survey that you can take, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes. I put the link below. And by doing so, you understand where you are and where your organization is, and what are the things that you need to do to prepare your organization for the age of AI. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll be happy to share with you more video every week. Now that you understand AI risk, it's time to create AI strategy for your organization. And that's what exactly I'm gonna cover in the next video. So click the next video and I'll see you there.